Have you ever paused to consider how aging quietly changes the way others experience you? Not through big dramatic moments, but through small habits that slowly take root. These behaviors don't appear overnight. They grow gradually, often unnoticed, until one day you feel people standing a little farther away, calling a little less often, or listening with less patience. It's not because you've lost your worth. It's because some habits quietly change how your presence is felt. Awareness isn't about shame. It's about reclaiming dignity, connection, and the respect you still deserve. One of the hardest truths about getting older is that people rarely tell you when something feels uncomfortable. Instead of honest conversations, they choose silence. They shorten visits, avoid deeper topics, or slowly drift away. Not because they don't care, but because confrontation feels too painful. This silent distance is far more damaging than open honesty, because it leaves you confused, sensing something has changed but not knowing why. Something as simple as personal hygiene speaks louder than words. Clean clothes, brushed hair, trimmed nails, and freshness don't just signal cleanliness. They signal presence. They say you still value yourself and your place in the world. When self-care fades, people subconsciously read it as withdrawal, even when that was never your intention, and their reactions change accordingly. Over time, some people stop asking themselves why effort matters. Energy drops, routines slip, and the thought creeps in, what's the point anymore? That quiet shift can turn self-care into self-abandonment. And when you stop showing care for yourself, others unintentionally follow your lead, not out of cruelty, but out of subconscious response. As we age, the inner filter that once softened our words can weaken. Thoughts come out faster, sharper, and more direct. What feels like honesty can land as harshness. Words meant casually can linger painfully in someone else's mind. Wisdom isn't just about truth. It's about how that truth is delivered. Honesty without kindness doesn't build trust. It erodes it. Comments about appearance, choices, or values may feel harmless to you, but to others they feel like judgment. Over time, people stop opening up, not because they don't love you, but because they're protecting themselves. The way you dress still speaks, even later in life. Clothes that no longer fit or belong to another era quietly suggest disengagement. Dressing well isn't about chasing trends or youth. It's about showing that you still care about how you show up today, not who you used to be. When clothing reflects your present self, it communicates pride and self-respect. It tells others you're still participating in life, not clinging to the past, not hiding from the present, but standing comfortably in who you are now. Many older adults don't realize when they start dominating conversations. Stories grow longer. Advice arrives uninvited. Interruptions feel natural. But slowly, others feel unheard. Conversations turn one-sided. And connection fades, not from lack of love, but from lack of space. Listening is one of the most powerful forms of authority. When you pause, ask questions, and allow silence, people lean in. They trust you more. They value your words more. Wisdom becomes stronger when it doesn't compete for attention. Criticizing younger generations may feel like harmless observation, but often lands as dismissal. It tells them you're not interested in understanding their world. Over time, they stop sharing it with you. Curiosity changes everything. When you ask instead of judge, listen instead of lecture, you build bridges across generations. Respect flows both ways. And suddenly, people seek your perspective instead of avoiding it. Modern etiquette matters more than we realize. Volume, personal space, phone use, shared environments. These things communicate awareness. When ignored, people feel uncomfortable even if they never say a word. Awareness in shared spaces shows emotional intelligence. It says you still notice others, still care about impact, still move through the world with consideration. That quiet dignity stands out more than speed or strength ever could. Health challenges are real, but when illness dominates every conversation, relationships shift. People feel emotionally drained, unsure how to respond, quietly overwhelmed. They want to connect with you, not just your symptoms. You are more than a diagnosis. Your stories, thoughts, humor, and curiosity still matter. When you balance honesty about health with presence in life, relationships feel lighter and more alive. Holding tightly to outdated beliefs can close doors without you noticing. What once felt like strength can start feeling like resistance, and people quietly stop engaging. Remaining open doesn't mean abandoning values. It means allowing curiosity to coexist with experience. When you stay a student of life, people admire you deeply. Slowing down physically is natural. Losing awareness is not. When movement blocks others or disrupts shared flow, people feel friction. Awareness restores grace. Moving with consideration, even slowly, communicates respect. It shows you're still present, still thoughtful, still part of the rhythm around you. Aging well isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. Small shifts in how you speak, listen, move, and show up can transform how others experience you. And more importantly, how you experience yourself. Growth doesn't end with age. Dignity deepens when awareness begins.